Hey everybody, what's going on? Dirk here, GC Blues 45. Time for the post-game report. It took me a while to get the sheet done, but I got it. And what you know, I did pretty bad, to tell you the truth. And well, maybe when you listen to the stats, you will be like, you did okay. Now, I found out there is someone who watches my videos and he bases picks on what I pick. So that's pretty good, if I tell you, if I don't mind saying. So, okay, write down my wins and losses on my sheet. Okay, you guys ready? Remember, if you haven't come across this video and happen to like it, give me that thumbs up, tools. Very important. It helps promote the channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe icon. I found out I did lose one subscriber, so I'm at 122, but you know, that's still great. I'm looking for more subscribers, folks, so please subscribe. Okay, once again, 12 games on the dock. So let's get right into it. Starting off with Seattle at Boston. Entering this matchup, Seattle was. Oh, yeah, I did win that game. So, let me do a little adjusting here. Okay. All right. Starting off with. No, I lost that game. I had it right. Boy, oh boy. Bear with me, folks. Gotta make a correction that I had right the first time. Okay. Starting off with Seattle and Boston. Entering this matchup, Seattle was 22, 21, and 10 and 54 points. Boston was 32, 11, and 10 and 74 points. And I predicted Boston to win, but at the end of 60 minutes, Seattle beat the Boston Bruins by a score of 4-1. Shots on goal were the Kraken 26, the Bruins 37. The Kraken had 22 saves with the Bruins 36. Seattle was 1 for 2 on the power play with Boston 0 for 2 on the power play. 23rd win for Seattle. They're doing great. They're moving up slowly in the standings. Folks, anything can happen, folks. You never know. As we get ready for the playoffs. So that was my first loss. Next Florida at Buffalo. Entering this matchup, Florida was 34, 15, and 4 and 72 points. Buffalo 23, 25, 4 and 50 points. And I picked Florida, as you know. And at the end of 60 minutes, the Florida Panthers beat the Buffalo Sabres by a score of 4-0. Shots on goal were the Panthers 31, the Sabres 45. The Panthers had 45 saves with the Sabres 27. Florida was 1 for 3 on the power play with Buffalo 0 for 2 on the power play. Big 35th win for the Panthers as things keep going. Next, LA at New Jersey. Going into the matchup, LA was 24, 16, and 10 and 58 points. New Jersey was 27, 21, and 4 and also 58 points. At the end of 60 minutes, and I went with the Devils, and LA wins by a score of 2-1. Shots on goal, the Kings 29, the Devils 27. The Kings had 26 saves with the Devils 27. LA was 1 for 4 on the power play with New Jersey 1 for 5 on the power play. Boy, oh boy, 60.4 LA. I'm telling you, this is going to be an interesting season as we heat up getting ready for the playoffs. Next, Montreal at the Rangers. Entering the matchup, Montreal was 22, 23, and 8 and 58 points. The Rangers were 34, 16, and 3 and 71 points. I picked the Rangers, as you know. At the end of 16 minutes, the New York Rangers beat the Montreal Canadiens by a score of 7-3. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, 7-4. Shots on goal, the Rangers 31, the Canadiens 35. The Rangers had 31 saves with Montreal 25. The Canadiens 24. The New York Rangers were 1 for 4 on the power play with Montreal 1 for 5 on the power play. Big 73rd point for the Rangers. They are dominating the Metropolitan Division. Anything can happen, folks. Anything. Next was Ottawa at home against the Anaheim Ducks. Entering the matchup, Anaheim was 18, 32, and 2 and 38 points. Ottawa 22, 25, and 2 and 46 points. I picked Ottawa. And at the end of 60 minutes, the Ducks win by a score of 5-1. Shots on goal, the Ducks 20, the Sens 34. The Ducks had 33 saves with the Sens 15. Anaheim went 2 for 2 on power play with Ottawa 0 for 4 on the power play. Well, Anaheim picks up their 40th point, their 19th win. I don't see them really going anywhere, folks, but stranger things have happened going into the playoffs. As we're now past the All-Star break, stranger things have happened. Next was Colorado at Tampa Bay. Entering this matchup, Colorado was 33-17 and 470 points. Tampa was 29, 20, and 5 and 63 points. I picked Tampa, as you know. At the end of 60 minutes, the Tampa Bay Lightning beat the Colorado Avalanche by a score of 6-3. And by the way, Tampa was wearing their new alternate uniforms, which got a little blue in it. They look better than the old alternates, but I'm not really a fan of the black. But that's another story. All right, shots on goal were 39 for the Lightning, 31 for the Avs. The Lightning had 28 saves with the Avs 33. Tampa was 0 for 2 on the power play with Colorado 1 for 3 on the power play. 30th win for the Lightning as they move also up in the Atlantic Division. Folks, anything can happen. Next, Philadelphia. By the way, after 6 games, I'm 3-0. Can I prove this record? Let's find out. Next was Philadelphia at Toronto. Entering the matchup, Philadelphia was 29, 19, and 6 and 64 points. Toronto was 27, 16, and 8 and 8 and 62 points. This game, after 60 minutes, was tied 3-3. This had to go to overtime, and in overtime, Toronto scores. They win by a score of 4-3. Shots on goal were the Leafs 28, the Flyers 32. The Leafs had 29 saves with the Flyers 34, and both teams were 1 for 3 on the power play. Well, excuse me. Sorry, my sinuses are bothering me again. This time it's not really a sinus cold, it's more they're draining, so at least I'm doing better. As I was saying, 65th point for Philadelphia. They did pick up a point tonight, but Toronto picked up the important two. But anything could happen. Next, my Blues at home against Edmonton. Entering the matchup, Edmonton was 31-17-1 and 63 points. The Blues were 28-22-2 and 58 points. At the end of 60 minutes, the Blues win by a score of 6-3. Yes. Shots on goal. The Blues 30, Oilers 38. The Blues had 35 saves with the Oilers 24. Blues were St. Louis was 2 for 8 on the power play, with Edmonton 1 for 3 on the power play. 29th win for the Blues, 7 games above 500. They're 60 a point. They are now ahead of the Predators. So, way to go. The Blues take on the Predators Saturday, and I will be at that game. And before I leave for the game, I will have a pregame report. Might even have a guest. Here. Next, that game I told you about. Dallas at Nashville. Entering the matchup, Dallas was 33, 14, 6, and 72 points. Nashville, 27, 24, 2, and 56 points. And at the end, 16 minutes, the Dallas Stars beat the Nashville Predators by a score of 9-2. I'm not kidding you. Look at that. 9-2. I know. I'm as amazed as you. Shots on goal. The Stars 41. The Preds 29. The Stars had 27 saves with the Preds 32. Dallas was 2 for 2 on the power play with Nashville 0 for 2 on the power play. Big 74th point. The Stars are dominating the Central Division, but Blues are moving up higher. Anything can happen. By the way, when I do the playoff stats, you will know who's in what place, and then I'll give you my playoff predictions. Next, Pittsburgh at Chicago. Oh, by the way, I'm now got 5 wins, 5-3-1. Can I continue this? Let's find out. Pittsburgh at Chicago. Entering the matchup, Pittsburgh was 23, 20, and 7 and 53 points. Chicago 14, 36, and 3 and 31 points. At the end of 60 minutes, the Chicago Blackhawks lose to the Pittsburgh Penguins by a score of 4-1. Shots on goal, the Pens 27, the Hawks 28. Pens had 27 saves with the Hawks 23. Pittsburgh was 0 for 1 on the power play with Chicago 0 for 2 on the power play. Big 55th point for the Pittsburgh Pens. Chicago stays at 31 and they're 14 wins. But folks, this also, this loss also helps them get ready for the draft. So let's wait and see. So now I got 6 wins. Next, San Jose at Calgary. Entering the matchup, San Jose 14, 33, and 5 and 33 points. Calgary 25, 23, and 5 and 55 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, San Jose beat the Calgary Flames by a score of 6-3. Shots on goal. San Jose the Sharks 31, Flames 34. The Sharks had 31 saves with the Flames 25. San Jose was 1 for 3 on the power play, with Calgary 0 for 5 on the power play. 35th point. San Jose is now moving higher, so Chicago might get back-to-back first picks. But folks, anything can happen. Literally, stranger things have happened after the playoff. The All-Star break. May I remind you of 2019? Literally, do I remind you of 2019? And finally, Detroit and Vancouver. After the matchup, Detroit was 27-19-6 and 60 points. Vancouver 36-12-6 and 78 points. As you know, I picked Vancouver. And at the end, 60 minutes, Vancouver wins by a score of 4-1. Shots to go, the Canucks 21, the Wings 28. The Canucks had 27 saves with the Wings 17. Vancouver's over 2 on the power play with Detroit 0 for 5. So 37th win for Vancouver. They're doing great. All right, now folks, tomorrow we only got one game on the dock, and I'll get on to that. And I want you to know this. Also tomorrow we'll do a playoff, how things look for the playoffs, where everyone stands, and who's out, who's in. Basically, who is mathematically out, who's mathematically in, and stuff. Based on what I'm seeing and stuff. And so that be it. As always, folks, I'll see you guys later today for the pregame report for today's game. And as always, please stay safe, take care, remember what's watching, and I'll see you guys some other time. Until then, peace.